false evidence appearing real as something you just should accept. And the problem is we get so caught up in trying to be 99% better or 100% better instead of just 1% better each day. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Function. Hope you guys are having a great day and a great week so far. We are on part 3 of how to overcome your fears. Last week we talked about how we shouldn't underestimate the resources we have available. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, and let me know what you think and just share this with others. And in today's episode, we're going to just go over getting better, 1% better each day. I don't know about you, but when I think about what I want to get done each day, I want to get like 20 things done, right? I want to do everything in one day. I want to go to the gym. I want to read for 2 hours. I want to record 5-6 episodes, and I want to get them all done that night and get them ready to post. I want to, make a ton of money in one day, and all these unrealistic expectations in my head, right? The problem is when we have so many things on our list, we don't really move forward fast enough, and we actually get less done. So instead of trying to be 99% better in one night, let's just try to be 1% better. So a couple days ago, I just started a new job in selling Medicare. As you already know, I sell Medicare for a living. I got up at like 7-ish, and I wanted to go to the gym that day, but I had training at 10, and I knew I needed to get my morning routines done. So I also had some errands I had to run and all this stuff, and I was like, man, am I going to have time to go to the gym today? And I was like, probably not. And I thought to myself, well, you've gone 2 days this week. You can always go Friday. That would make it a third day, and Saturday. So, I was just strategizing in my head how I should approach the day. And I was like, okay, well, training's at 10 o'clock. You got some things you got to do. Target's right down the street. You need to go there and just get something done for your wife. And I was like, okay, let's just approach this in a different way. So I ended up just doing what I got to do and, getting the errand done, coming home. And what I did was I just did some knee pain exercises and stretched. I was like, okay, at least I exercised for the day. And then that same day, during lunch, I was like, I wanted to spend at least 15 minutes looking at preparing for some new episodes for my content in September. So, I had an idea in my head of what I wanted to go over, and I just didn't really like the idea. I just didn't really feel like I had a lot of content at that time that I could just use right away, and I was like, this isn't going to work. So then I decided to leave it alone, get back to my training. And that evening, ideas just started coming in. I was like, okay, I like this more. So I just took some notes, spent probably about, I want to say 15, 20 minutes. I like what I wrote out. I was like, okay, we're going to go this route. So we decided to go to how to overcome your fears, because I felt at that moment that's what I could, relate most with, because, as you know, like, I'm just trying to get better with this. So what does my 1% look like? Well, right now, my focus is my thumbnails and the systems on YouTube. That's my focus. Like, I'm not trying to overdo it with editing videos. Yes, when I'm on LumaFusion, because that's the software I use for my editing, I'm just trying to get a basic understanding of how it works, right? I'm not trying to rush into trying different things, although I will be adding different things each week. I just want to get a little bit better. Maybe it's changing my description or adding this, or maybe it's, using this thumbnail. Like, I just want to get better at those things so I don't overwhelm myself. Because again, as you know, when we overwhelm ourselves, we just shrink. And then we allow our fears to say, hey, like, this isn't worth it. You're not worth it. You should just quit now because you're just thinking way too much. And then you start believing, because again, false evidence appearing real, as something you just should accept. And the problem is we get so caught up in trying to be 99% better or 100% better instead of just 1% better each day. And then we start guilt tripping ourselves. We start getting in our own heads. We get negative. and then we just don't do anything. We just don't, right? So the important thing is when it comes to overcoming your fears, how do you want to get 1% better is just make a small list. Like try to do 6 or 7 things you want to get done that day. Don't try to overwhelm yourself. And then if you're going to get 5 of them done, cool. That's still good. The next thing you want to do is just make decisions. Like just be decisive each day. And also just look at your schedule. Maybe you're in a situation where you're married and you have 2 kids, and it's like, I only have 4 or 5 hours a week to work on something that I would like to turn into a full-time gig. Well, just make that block of time, stick to it, and go forward. And in the activity you do, make sure it's just something that isn't overwhelming you. And if you're going to learn like something like that's going to devote a lot of your time, then just do that one thing for that 4 or 5 hour block. That way you're just not stuck. Because you don't want to get stuck. Because the moment you're stuck is the moment you stop making decisions and you stop moving forward. And again, your fear gets in the way, and then you procrastinate, and you're just done. And then every time you try to like get back in the game, or you're trying to do something new, your fear is like, oh, remember that last time? Like, yeah, you're right. I'm going to fail. And you just give up. So just try to get a little bit better each day. That way you're making progress. And again, we have this thing called dopamine. And if we feed our dopamine certain things, it's going to want to be fed again and again. So think about if you go to the gym consistently. Let's just say a week later, you only go like 2 days. Well, your dopamine is going to say, hey, you need to be in the gym because you've been feeding it constantly. And the good news is when you're getting a little bit better each day, your dopamine is going to be, hey, you should go record YouTube videos. You should go work on your drop shipping business, right? That's just an example. You should go sell your Medicare products. Go knock on those doors. Go make those phone calls because you've been getting rewards. And dopamine will reward you for making good choices, even if it's a small one. So let's just say you're reading for 20 minutes a day, and you've been doing it consistently for 2 weeks. And then you just, you get busy, life gets crazy. Well, then, let's say a day or 2 goes by, your dopamine's going to be like, hey, you should read. I'm like, yeah, I should read. So if you're just trying to get better 1%, fear is going to have a hard time stopping you. Fear will still be around, right? But it won't paralyze you. And that's what we want to do when we get to a point where fear doesn't paralyze us. Where we feel as men like, hey, like, I'm not that confident. We don't want to be there anymore. We want to, shift. But the only way we're going to make that change or have that breakthrough is if we get 1% better. And we don't overwhelm ourselves. And then what happens is there's no activity. We want to have activities going on constantly, decisions made. And as you do that, what happens is you get faster, right? You get more experience, and you grow and you develop, and you're doing the things you love, right? And when there's something challenging going on, when there's something that you need to take care of, you're like, you go back to your experiences. Okay, let's just break it down piece by piece, step by step. So I hope this encourages you guys to whatever you're trying to do in life to get started with, and whatever dreams you have, just go for it. Don't worry about how it looks like or what you don't know, right? Because fear is always going to try to make up a ton of excuses. So just try to get a little bit better. And if this helps you, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you leave a comment and like this video as well. And I will catch you on the next episode.